Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. This video will be just a quick video about the market. Let's see what's going on. So, let's start with Bitcoin. What do we have here? First of all, Bitcoin has this bullish formation. We can see that every time Bitcoin was dropping, the low that was formed, it was formed higher than the previous low. Okay, which means Bitcoin is forming every time a higher low, right? So this was our low, this is the highest low, this is the highest low, and currently I put this fibs from this low to this high, and we can see that on 4 hour we have this. For our FEG we have 103,422, 104,000 area, which should stand as a support area if we want to see this bullish trend continuation. All right, so even if now Bitcoin will start declining, it should give a good bounce from this zone. In case Bitcoin is losing 0.75, for example, it's giving a 4-hour close below 0.75, all right, but bounces from this low, then rejects again from 0.618 or 0.5 Fibonacci levels and gives a 4-hour close, 3-hour close below these targets, will mean that price will start declining towards this support zones or even these support zones that you can see on these Fibonacci levels, right? So this is the first possibility. It's a bearish one. Okay, now let me lock. Then another thing is I also put this Fibonacci, okay, from this high to this low, and we can see that on H4 the price could close above 0.618. Let me take this here, 0.618. It couldn't close above 0.75 Fibonacci level and showed lower high, right? This was our high, this is the lowest high. So currently situation is 50-50, even though I personally think that there will be a breakout towards these levels. I will explain later why. But still we should watch like lower time frame, what is doing lower time frame. So we should keep an eye on these key levels. Okay, and of course depending on how Bitcoin will do a breakout upwards or downwards, this will also play a huge role on altcoins. Okay, so this is about Bitcoin. Then yeah, I forgot to say that even if Bitcoin will come to $100,000, $99,000, this will be a good area to zone. Next one, 96,600, 95,794. This will be another good area to long, because we can see also that on 4 hour there is 4 hour FEG. This is exactly a zone where Bitcoin did a breakout. Then what do we have here? Since EMAs are moving, I bet that by some time EMAs will also come, 200 EMA will also come to this area zone. So this will be first key levels and this will be a second key level, because we can see that here also this 4 hour FVG, right? Then what do we have on daily time frame? On daily time frame we can see that we have this daily FVG exactly at around 1.41 Fibonacci levels, and we can see another daily FVG or 50 EMA at around 2.23 Fibonacci levels. And if we go to weekly time frame, on weekly time frame we also can see that these zones are very important. So Now let's go to USD dominance and check what is going on with USD dominance. So USD dominance, I put this FIBS as well, right? So from this high to this low, and we can see that on 4-hour it has this 4-hour FVG, and also golden pocket comes exactly to this 4-hour resistance zone. So it's very important to see a good strong bearish reaction from these areas. If not, if a price will start slowly showing like higher lows, for example, on 1 hour, like small time frames, and we will see that the price is coming towards 2075 and looks like it will give a breakout. Then of course next stop gonna be this zone, or it also comes to 4-hour FVG or 0.5 Fibonacci level on a daily time frame. All right, so we need to watch how it will react from these zones. If you have some short setups, I would suggest you to book some short positions once US dominance comes to this resistance zone, because this will be the important area where USD dominance should reject if we want to see bullish crypto. All right, so I will set an alarm also here. Then Bitcoin dominance. So if we go to daily time frame, we can see that the dominance, it came to this resistance zones that I was talking about before, right? And right now it's struggling to break, even though we had pretty bullish weekly close. But if we go to lower time frame, like 3D, we can see that it is exactly between the support zone on 3D FVG and resistance zone on the 3D FVG. On 2D FVG, we can see that the price also right in the middle. And on daily it looks more interesting. We can see that yesterday's close was lower than the previous one, and today the dominance is also struggling to break through this daily FVG. I think that let me go to more okay, 12-hour maybe. Yeah, yesterday it looked more like it will drop. Right now it's the same situation as with Bitcoin and USD dominance. Like if we will see that USD dominance is giving us a strong bounce and gives a close above this resistance zone, for example, bounces, and then starts to consolidate here, then most probably it will go back to 65 and higher. If it will break 65 level, let's go to daily. If it will break 65 level, then expect the dominance to decline much higher towards the 66.83, 67.54, and so on. So yeah, only if it will start showing a real strength. Otherwise, we can already start seeing bearish reaction, either from here, either from this FVG that comes to 0.75 or 64.52, which means on 4-hour we can see also next picture. So either it will start declining now or just a bit higher and then go down. But if it will hold the 64, the 0.75 Fibonacci level, then of course most probably it will go higher towards the 65 and so on. So we need to watch, be careful right now, and wait what the dominance will do. Then Ethereum, I already shared my view regarding Ethereum. So what does it have here? If we go to weekly time frame, on weekly time frame, I was expecting it to drop towards this weekly FVG, right? Last week was pretty bearish, I would say, but this week the price is holding about this weekly FVG, but still under the weekly FVG resistance zone. On 3D, it's just consolidating already for for 1, 2, 3 candles between these two areas, and it really has like uncertain direction right now. On 2D we can also see this crazy chop, but what makes me feel more bullish right now is that it's really respect this FVG zone or 2400, 2300 support area. Also on daily time frame we can see it clearly how it was bouncing strongly. So what can we expect now? Price could bounce from this 4-hour FVG 05 Fibonacci zone on 4-hour time frame, or this bullish order block, and give bounce until this resistance zone. I will also highlight this level 2620. We can see that last time price was rejecting from this area and giving close with the body of the candle below this zone, so it's very important. And then I will put again probably this zone 2578, because we can see that price was rejecting several times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times from this level. So if we will have a nice bullish reaction from this for our FVG zone, then I expect the price to pump towards this resistance, and probably this 1.41 Fibonacci level resistance zone, from where it can reject. So if you want to look for shorts, you can look for shorts from these zones. Otherwise, if we will see a really strong bullish reaction, let's say now it bounces, breaks through this resistance areas and starts to hold this zone, most probably it will continue to go higher towards this resistance area at around 2900 $2,956. Okay, and of course if it will give a close below 0.5, then it's better to focus on shorts. In this case we can see a drop of 8% on Ethereum, and I should say that 2248, 2199, 2052, 2009 zones will be also interesting zones to look for long. So it can bounce from here or it can bounce from here. Okay, in this case, if we go back to daily time frame, in this case, this scenario will be really valid, and we will be able to see a drop of 8 to 20%, and of course such drop will be a killer for altcoins. For example, if we go to DOT, okay, in this case, for example, DOT can drop up to, let me put FIPS. So in this case, let's say if Ethereum will drop 8%, and maybe DOT can drop 5 to 10% to take this low, or maybe even more like 25% to come to this low, to this previous low. Okay, so yeah, these scenarios are possible, but we should not be in rush because we saw how crazy volatile market recently, and this small drop on Bitcoin, yes, it can kill altcoins, but if it will start recovering and show strength, altcoins will start pumping back. Okay, so this is the plan for Ethereum. And another thing, what also makes me bullish is SP500. SP500 is holding very strong. We can see that it already bounced from this 4-hour FVG, and we go to daily. On daily, it's showing some already weakness, I would say, and technically, yes, it should give a correction. Probably it could give just one more pump towards this or this resistance zones before giving a correction. And if we go to 2-weekly time frame, I can see this. We can see this V-shaped recovery. We can see a crazy bullish close on the last 2-weekly time frame, and for this 2-weekly time frame we still have 3 days and 9 hours. And if we go to day to weekly time frame, we can see that on weekly the price already bounced from weekly FVG support. Currently it has a resistance exactly at this zone that I highlighted, so it could bounce a bit and then reject from here. So yeah, we need to watch, but monthly looks very bullish so far. Of course, we still have 10 days for the monthly close, and it's really interesting how it's gonna close. If the monthly close gonna be like this, then most probably SP500 will give us higher targets like 6,600 maybe. Just a second, maybe I should do another FIPS. Let me put from this low. This is high. So what do we have? Or maybe towards to 6,200 to just touch this 1.41 FIP level and then correct. So yeah, but so far, according to lower time frame and high time frame, of course, it looks bullish. It looks pretty strong, but we still have 1 hour for the US market opening. Let's see how it's gonna open and what it's gonna do. And another thing that I didn't check for a while is MicroStrategy and GBTC. I want to see what's going on here. So MicroStrategy bounced exactly from this levels. If someone took it, congrats, already up 84%, and currently it came to this resistance zone 417 that I highlighted. Monthly looks pretty good. We can see that on monthly it already bounced from monthly time frame. Monthly FVG. On 2-weekly it bounced from 2-weekly FVG. What do we have on the weekly? On the weekly we can see that the MicroStrategy is in a flat position. It's in a range, and it could do like this, like it bounced, consolidating, then bounce again, either from here or maybe it could give a deeper pullback and then go higher, same as I did here. For example, here didn't give any decent pullback towards the 2026 EMAs and just pumped like crazy. So MicroStrategy could pump to take this high and reject again. Then what do we have on GBTC? In GBTC, I had this Fibs, but it didn't come to this Fibonacci and found a support here on this bullish order block. And what do we have right now? We can see that it is preparing for a breakout. Just preparing for a breakout. Looks very interesting. Yeah, we can see that GBTC is already about 0.75 and probably it will go to $95, and well, we will see a breakout here on RSI. Yeah, we will see something like 3 divergence, bearish divergence. Where's my line? Something like that. Then from here it can reject. Yeah, so far it looks very bullish. Also, if you took long on Ethereum, Bitcoin, congratulations. You remember I was giving you these targets, and it is already, say if you took it on 0.02, then it was 29% up. Currently it rejected, probably it rejected from some, okay, it rejected from this high, but on daily time frame, actually, according to EMA, it looks pretty bullish and looks like it will continue to go higher. Yeah, it looks pretty bullish, and it's holding this weekly FEG. Most probably we'll see Ethereum, Bitcoin to come to this resistance zone, weekly FEG. We can see here also this that this zone was a support before. We can see how 2 times it was bouncing, right? And then when price broke below this 0.032, 0.034 price level, it gave this crazy dump. So looks like it will give this pump towards to this FEGs, and of course if we would want to see a really crazy bullish run on Ethereum, Bitcoin, it should break this 50 level on the RSI, could do some retest but not go below this 50. In this case it will go higher towards the most probably 83 target. Yeah, 83. I would say 83. Let's check. Last time it did this kind of crazy thing when it was going to 83 targets, and we saw this crazy run. We saw this crazy run. Let's see if it will break and will give a crazy run towards to this 200 EMA, or yeah, on monthly it has this resistance zone. Where's 200 EMA? So maybe we could see a run towards to this area. So 93%. 93%. Let me do this. Extend right and left. Yeah. So Ethereum looks interesting to watch. Then I didn't check. Okay. Didn't check this chart for a while, and we can see that it's still declining, which means that altcoins are still showing weakness, but we have this first interesting zone to look for longs. I mean, not look for longs, but when altcoins can start really giving a crazy run, or once total 3 versus Bitcoin comes to this area. So I set alarms and we'll be checking. What else I wanted to talk about? Gold looks so strong still. Okay, Bitcoin and US dominance is pumping. Okay, I will return back to Discord and we'll check positions and we'll see. Maybe I should close my longs or maybe I should just wait for reaction here. So for now, this was all. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please show me your support. And yeah, see you all in Discord or in Twitter. And have a nice day. Bye bye.